The obesity crisis in America. According to the CDC, or the Centers for Disease Control, obesity is defined as having a very high amount of body fat in relation to lean body mass, or a body mass index of 30 or higher. The CDC reported in 2010 that the number of states with an obesity prevalence of 30% or higher had increased to 12. More disturbing, no state had a prevalence of obesity less than 20%. The state of obesity reports that the national childhood obesity rate has leveled off and adult obesity is starting to slow. This sounds hopeful, but the statistics are still very alarming. Childhood obesity rates are at about 17% for ages 2 to 19, but the real story is that since 1980, childhood obesity rates have tripled. So even though we are leveling off, we have experienced a very troubling increase since 1980. And the baseline is very troubling. The report also breaks down obesity rates by state. Did you know that in 2015 the adult obesity rate in North Dakota was between 30 and 35%? Let's watch an illustration by the CDC. And note, this is not totally up to date, as North Dakota is now a bit higher than indicated in the video. What did you notice? Did you notice the trend is a bit scary? It just keeps going up and up. And even at this point, if we level off, America is still in trouble. So what are the consequences of an obese population? To answer this, we must first define what determines obesity. In general, obesity is the result of inactivity and poor nutrition. Inactivity results from a sedentary lifestyle. How many of you are meeting the minimal requirements of exercising 150 minutes per week? If we live a sedentary lifestyle, we increase the risk of developing hypokinetic diseases. These diseases refer to those associated with physical inactivity and sedentary lifestyles. Things like high blood pressure, ulcers, low back pain, high cholesterol, coronary heart disease, and many others. The lack of good nutrition only compounds the issue. Americans are taking in many more calories than they need. Have you ever evaluated your nutrition? It's time to take responsibility and make changes. Now let's look at some of the effects modern society has on our health.
Meet Jim. He's an average guy who seems to be happy. He has a loving wife and 2 kids. He's also a CEO of his own company and has wealth to spare. Looks like Jim has the American dream, but it fell short when it comes to his health and his family's health. He would make his job come before what he ate and what his family was eating. With the way Jim is going, he could die a premature death from the side effects that are obesity, heart disease, diabetes, stroke, increased rates of cancer, and many more. With Jim realizing this, he decided to see what was the cause of him living such an unhealthy lifestyle. Let's take a look at his diet. Looks like Jim's got soda, pastries, candy. These are all forms of pharmaceutical refined chemicals, just like cocaine is. These sugars directly turn into fat into the body, causing loads of weight gain. Let's see what else Jim is doing. Jim seems to be going to a lot of fast food restaurants. Meals served at these places are extremely high in fat, calories, and sodium. But Americans just keep coming back because they are cheap and addicting. Also, Americans living the fast-paced lives that they do get the food on the go, shoveling the food down your throat as you drive, and not allowing your body to digest the food properly. And eating at these places give you large portions and calories, but don't give you the nutrients your body needs, making you starve on a nutritional basis. And if that happens, your body's going to stay hungry in order to get the nutrients that the body missed out on from the first time, making the cells not get nourished, making yourself starve on a cellular basis. And with Jim's cells unhappy, let's see what the doctors have to say about Jim's problems with obesity. Some say that obesity is a health condition because it can cause death like other diseases. But other doctors say that it's a result from the way of life or environmental factors and a lack of exercise. But they all can agree that the problem can be solved by a clean, healthy diet and exercise. So, what can Jim do to reverse and set him back on track to a healthy lifestyle? It's as simple as eat what you know is good for you and cut out all the junk. Your plate should be about 70% vegetables, 15% carbs, and 15% protein. One thing that Jim does not want to do is go on a diet. Diets just take away one food group that is needed to live. Some weight will be lost, but it will be gained back with time, and most of the time, more weight will be gained because your metabolism is working hard to store food for next time it thinks you're going to be in a famine. But your body will never be starved, so you'll just gain the weight. Another big thing that Jim needs to do is exercise. By getting his body moving, he is burning the extra calories that he has eaten and is getting his body stronger. He will be able to support his life. Without exercise, his body is weak and will get very exhausted easily. So now that Jim knows how to become the stud muffin his wife has been craving, how are all the other millions of people that are overweight and obese in America gonna know how to take care of their bodies like Jim now knows how to? Well, society is headed in the right direction. Even America, the fattest nation, has set up programs to educate people. People like Michelle Obama have made a campaign to target childhood obesity and to get kids active. Even some fast food restaurants like McDonald's have put healthier options like salads and fresh smoothies, and they've gotten rid of the supersized meal that caused people to get way too many calories. Now that Jim has his priorities straight by putting his health and nutrition before his job and wealth, he can now live a long and strong life and be able to watch his kids grow up and follow his example. Jim has been an excellent example of how modern society can disconnect us from the importance of nutrition due to the poor priorities and conveniences of the fast-paced lives that we have in place.
So the question before us now is, how can we reverse this trend? There are several suggestions. First, we need to focus on prevention. It's easier to prevent weight gain than it is to reverse it. Second, we need to learn how to make healthy choices. Our choices are influenced by where we live, learn, work, and play. Have you ever heard about the concept of a food desert? This term describes the higher incidence of fast food restaurants in low-income neighborhoods, and these establishments are widely available and marketed heavily. Third, we need to target efforts where we find the greatest challenges. Obesity is highest among racial and ethnic minorities, people who live in low-income neighborhoods, and those who live in the South. Now, have you heard of the food desert? I'm not sure many of you have. It's an interesting concept. Let's learn a little bit more about it by watching this short video.
Unfortunately, the solution isn't always as easy as simply buying better quality food. The USDA estimates that 23.5 million people live in what are called food deserts. Food deserts are typically urban neighborhoods or rural towns without easy access to fresh, healthy, and affordable food. Instead of supermarkets or grocery stores, these communities are usually served by fast food or convenience stores. More than half of the population living in food deserts, or 13.5 million people, are considered low income. So it seems that for many people, low quality food is their only choice. This tsunami of low quality food is becoming a global concern. In an effort to stem the effects of some of the most harmful foods, countries like Denmark, Hungary, and Mexico have instituted soda and junk food taxes. This creates issues that have governments, corporations, and individuals locked in a debate about who is responsible for deciding what and how much people should eat and drink. But research reveals that our freedom of choice is not based solely on conscious thought. As humans, we are incredibly susceptible to the signals around us. Things like ambient lighting, music, portion size, even how many people we're eating with.
So there's a call to action. Individuals in our profession need to step up and answer the call. But to do so, we must understand how to make an impact. Making an impact begins by understanding research-based guidelines and the benefits of physical activity. The 2008 Physical Activity Guidelines for Americans is the place to start. You should read through these guidelines in the research view in the chapter. Please note that the 2018 Physical Activity Guidelines will be released in late 2018. The new guidelines will report on the data collected over the past 10 years. I wonder what we will learn and where we'll need to go next.